What's up, boss fam? This is your boy Don Bazy, and today on the Boss Tutorial Bites, I'm gonna teach everybody how to ATL Ryde. Let's get into it. What's up, boss fam? This is your boy Don Beezy, and if you didn't know, I just released my first roller skating course, How to Toe Manual Like a Boss. If you always wanted to improve the way that you skated on your toes, this is the course for you, because I'm taking you from I got toe stops in and I've never skated on my toes before to boss level. By boss level, I mean skating like me on my toes. There is some variation between skaters, different eras, and different styles, but the basic premise is the same. You stride on the straight and you have some type of special maneuver to allow you to keep that momentum as you turn. As Tony Saylor points out, different eras of roller skaters have different methods of riding. If you go back to the old school, the Jelly Bean area, the FGC, the roots of the Atlanta style, they have a different bounce and a different texture. However, as Tony Saylor of the Sick on Skates crew also points out, as riding progresses, it begins to reflect the Atlanta style of music. And if you know anything about the Atlanta style of music, it's the epicenter of trap music. It hits hard, and that is reflected in the moves of new age riders. The biggest difference between Golden Glide era riders, that's like the era that I'm from, and now the newer age of the Cascade era riders, is the level of self-expression, because now it's a complete swagger contest. There's more improvisation, it's a bigger solo activity, because back in my day we would ride in lines of 3 or in lines of 4, and we had standard footwork that we did coming on the straight, and we had extremely standard footwork that we did going into the corners. And the game of riding was, because of the variance and what goes on the skate floor, sometimes you reach the corner at different times or at different points. But there's also always a sweet spot where you drag your feet twice. And that's the ride that I'm going to be breaking down for everyone today. But I wanted to let everyone know where you could take the ride specifically and where it came from before dropping a little bit of knowledge on how we're going to do it. Anyway, riding is simple. I like to break it down into 2 moves: the step and the lunge. When you step, you're going to be pushing your feet out. One of your feet is going to be slightly in front of the other because you're skating forward, and a large portion of your weight is going to be on your front side, left outside edge. So that means the outside of your left foot, and you're heading to the front. Well, as you push out, you're gonna drag your feet in. What I like to do is go past parallel, but it's a little bit difficult to do that with your feet. So many times when I first started, I'd get my feet to here, but I like to pull them over here for dramatic effect, or at least right behind each other. I'm dragging my feet in with my inside edges. So I press with my outside edges out, and then I drag them in on my toe with my inside edges. I hold, and then I press out again. And this time when I drag my feet in on my inside edges, I pull my left foot behind my right instead of pulling my right foot behind my left. On the corners, I step out with my right foot and I drag my left foot twice before throwing my right foot back in the front. So it's step 1, 2, step 1, 2, step. A couple of notes to get your stride right is in the ATL, we dance and we skate on the downbeats, we dance on the snaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To mimic the motion with our feet, we also use our shoulders. In the new age, they take it and a lot of times they'll completely throw the momentum that they get. For the Golden Glide era and for our ride today, I want to describe this as a dice roll and throw, because that can really help you understand how you're going to be holding and building with your shoulders and then throwing your arms down. Because just like in the Ohio stride, a big part of this is going to be the way that you move your shoulders from left to right. And instead of taking your arms and pushing them up, it's forward, down, forward, down. So your feet are moving with your legs and they're all working to hit the beat. There is more history to riding, and there's even some controversy surrounding the move. I'm going to get into all of that at a later date. Today, I wanted to come in and give everyone the resources on how to start. And before I go, I want you to understand, this is the Golden Glide era ride. If you take this out into the world, if you go down to Atlanta, a lot of the skaters are going to be doing the Cascade era ride. And if you look at an older skater from the ATL style, their entire rhythm is going to be different as well. So take some time, play with the move, and play with the rhythm. The most important thing to learn and understand is the idea that you do different footwork on the corners, because that's going to be something that comes back in a lot of roller skating techniques. Well, anyway, Boss Family, if you like the video, make sure you like. If you love the video, make sure you subscribe. And if you're liking the Boss Tutorial Bites, you can sign up for the email list or sign up on my Patreon and get each and every one straight on your feed. Well, until next time, Largo and Boss Fam. Bye.